live from Pine City. It's Friday night. Should we do our intros like that?
Yeah, we should actually from now on. Boys, we're here in the studio back again with Bean Boy. It's good to have you back, brother.
It's good to be back.
Bean man, dude.
How do you guys feel now that we're sitting here north of the Gulf of America?
Oh,
I saw that. I thought it was a joke.
I literally thought it was a joke until I
too.
saw someone posted a screenshot of Google Maps.
Yeah.
And I saw it said Gulf of America.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa.
I still thought it was a joke. I had to go in and see it for myself.
Same.
I thought it was a joke.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I really loved the idea, especially during like the inauguration speech. I was like, yeah. I was one of those people that was like,
Yeah.
why isn't the Gulf of America, you know? Fuck
We do have more coastline than any other place.
Literally.
But it is, if you think about it, we are the Americas, North America. It's the Gulf of America. It's not like we just call the USA United States of America, but that's kind
Trump
of the whole
brainwashing's been working on my man. Educated white
I don't
man.
think it's not like the Gulf of USA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
I don't think it's as bad as
It's
people
North
make it out to
America,
be.
Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in North America.
It's also kind of a pointless thing to do. I didn't really understand.
Nah, we needed that.
Yeah, I don't
Show
know.
dominance.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Here we go.
Here we go, Will. All right, Will, give us your real opinion on it here. I see you've been real opinionated on Facebook lately.
Oh, dude.
You're
Yeah,
taking
I
the
just been going a
stance.
little-
You're
Dude, I just
taking the
see it.
stance of a 55-year-old man,
Dude, yeah, I go
sharing
on
Will is
Trump
a boomer.
article after Trump article.
That's all I do pretty much. I go on. It's funny because I just piss a lot of people off. A lot of people.
I don't know, dude. You're pretty easily triggered yourself. Dude.
I know. That's why I just don't even look at the comments. I just quit looking at them.
Like if
I just repost.
have you made any enemies since this election and you going all crazy on the Facebook?
No, not that I've met in person, but I'm sure there's some that really hate me.
Are you someone who keeps track of your friend count on Facebook?
Fuck no. Who does that?
I was going to ask, do you think that you've been unfriended by a lot of people because of these things you're sharing?
I could care less.
Oh, hard ass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck.
I like it, dude.
Stand on
My
business,
man
dude.
stand on
That's
business
just like when
Drewski.
Sam unfriended me. I didn't give a shit.
Did you really?
I at one point I definitely have. Yeah.
Rightfully so. He just doesn't want to see Trump articles 24/7.
So, Will, are you the type of guy that like sees the headline of the article and reads the whole thing and agrees with it and shares it?
Oh, I
Or
just read whatever the
you
little
just read
clip
the
it is.
headline.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hit share?
Basically. Yeah. Basically.
What if you're sharing Barry memes this whole time? Like you click into the link and it's that
Yeah.
dude with the hammer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I should start looking into it. Dude, could you imagine my mom opens that or something?
That was Sam. Sam's dad hit his grandma with one, didn't he?
Yeah, he hit my mom with it because it was the COVID one, and he's like, "Holy shit, it hit us!"
Oh, my God.
That was such
Yeah.
a good time. I miss all those going around.
See, Beans, I'm surprised you haven't gotten into the whole Social Security fraud, dude. That's a big deal around
Bro,
town right now.
there was one person 360 years old. How the fuck is that even possible?
The numbers are pretty crazy. I got a few of them for us here. So they found that people deceased between 120 to 129, 3.4 million people are collecting Social Security. From 130 to 139, 3.9 million. 140 to 149, 3.5 million. And
damn.
150 to 159, 1.3 million.
That's crazy.
That's a
So
lot
I
of
see a
money.
lot of people trying to debunk this, and I just want to say I'm stupid as hell. I don't know any better either way. But I see a lot of people sharing. I saw this one specifically that said like, funeral director here, you cannot collect Social Security once you're dead because we send a form, blah blah blah. But also, that's if they send this form, because I personally know a lady who collected her dead mom's Social Security for years and
Really?
got caught and got a felony.
Really?
And it was a huge deal because her family is huge hunters.
Was it worth it?
I mean, I would assume not.
Obviously not dumbass.
Facing-
I mean, isn't
facing
Social
prison
Security
time?
like not a lot?
I mean, I guess I don't even know. I mean, let's say it's low. Let's say it's $800 a month. I mean, that's
Yeah.
$800 that you're
shit.
collecting over the span of years.
I
That
guess.
adds up pretty
But
damn
is
quick.
is like, you know, that amount of money worth going to prison for?
I can ask
Dude,
my
I
grandma.
mean, if you spread it out over 20 years, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
telling you
like
right now, Rich Plumber Boy, if you didn't have shit to your name, that $800 every month
Yeah.
would mean the fucking world to you, man. I worked at a bank in Bemidji in college, and I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd of every month they release Social Security. When the doors would open at 9, there would be a line out the fucking door getting that Social Security to cash immediately. For some people, this is everything to them.
Yeah, for sure. If that's all you have, I think that's everything. But it's also like,
I don't know. I think it's just
$9,600 a year.
But you got to figure $800, dude. That's all of your gas and groceries. That's all of your like normal day-to-day stuff probably for the whole month.
That's a weekend at Misty's.
Especially for beans.
That's a day at Misty's for beans. Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
I don't know. I think if you got bills, $800 don't get you too far.
yeah, no, I don't
but-
disagree, but that's honestly unrelated to like, is this a real problem or not?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I personally know someone who got caught doing it.
Oh,
So like,
yeah.
how many other people that I don't
Exactly,
know
are doing it.
are doing
Yeah.
that? If I know one, there's probably a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a buddy. He was on, so he's got like some distant family members that there's a little beef with, and he was on to them. He knew like they were collecting Social Security from the grandpa that was involved in the family. And it was like this whole thing. He was trying to debunk the mystery, spending all this time researching. He brought it up to his dad. His dad was like, "You're fucking crazy, dude. There's no way this is true." Well, then all this releases, and his dad calls him, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man. This is crazy. I did not see this coming." And I think a lot of people are having a lot of come to moments where they're like, "Holy shit, they have been doing this," And it's kind of opened up the game a little bit, opened up that conversation, because that's like, speaking of prison, like I think it all comes down to how long you're doing it. Because if all of a sudden they catch you after 10 years, you've taken 40 grand, 50 grand, like that, they're not going to let that go lightly. And this could be a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a felony to do it one time, what are they going to try to hit you with if you've been doing this for 10 years too? Like, they're not going to take it lightly.
No.
It's not going to be like, oh, he accidentally did that or she accidentally did that. It's like they knew exactly what they were doing.
So is that like the same as laundering money then in a way?
No.
No.
I don't.
You think it'd be
I would
like-
assume not.
Do you think it'd be like different charges though?
Well, the money is legally coming
Yeah.
to you,
True.
but it's just you're not legally able to
fraud?
cash it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally fraud.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could ask Gangster Granny. She might know some.
Yeah, dude,
Is
information.
she getting Social Security?
No, but she's out of the slammer, dude.
Why is she not
she
getting
got
Social
out of the
Security?
bin.
Yeah, dude. Gangster Granny's home.
Ah, dude, congratulations.
For those
man.
that don't know, your grandmother was in prison.
Yeah, for for a year. Well, just like 363 days or something. I
Dude,
don't
that's
know.
crazy. What did she go in for again?
Laundering money.
See, Will only knows laundering. He,
Dude, okay, it's the romance
So
scam.
it's top of mind for Will.
It
right
was
now.
the romance scam, but it's fucking crazy. I know very little, but it's mind blowing. A 69-year-old lady just thrown in the
Nice.
slammer.
Was she aware that she was laundering?
Oh, dude, the FBI told her after like a couple years or whatever, because we thought she was done talking to these guys or whatever, the
Yeah.
romance scam.
Yeah.
And then the FBI was like, "Hey, we're on to you. We know what you're doing." Da 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 da. She worked for them for a little bit. Next thing you know, she said, "Fuck the FBI." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
damn, she
flipped
double
on it.
crossed
Yeah.
and
She
double
double
crossed.
crossed the
Oh.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
badass.
That is
dude.
gangster
That's
granny
sick.
shit.
It's fucking yeah. And then as soon as I get in there, like a month later, my mom's like, "Oh, come video chat." Yeah, they call me Gangster Granny in here, and I'm like, "Really?" Pretty fucking badass.
Did she get fucked with in there at all?
No,
Probably
she said
not.
people were very respectful of her because she was like an elder, you know.
Yeah,
They respect elders, and they're pretty good.
that's
So
cool.
Yeah,
So note to
She was
self:
just
if you go to
folding
prison, don't go till later
she
on.
was folding silverware for like 18 cents an hour or something.
Holy shit!
Can you imagine that? 18 cents an hour to
What can you buy with 18 cents in
Nothing.
prison?
pack fucking.
What's a honey
ramen?
bun cost?
I should ask her, dude. I
Coffee
should ask her
balls.
all these questions.
We should hit up Alexander Denning. He would know.
I don't know who
Dude,
that
I
is.
have watched a lot
had
of
him on
60
pod.
Days In, and I'm pretty convinced I could use my business skills to run. Like, I'm not saying I could hit a state prison or,
Yeah.
a federal prison, but like a county jail, I think I could run these motherfuckers.
Do you guys, fun fact, do you know Fetty Wap is in Sandstone?
Dude,
Yeah.
my brother was just telling me that.
Yeah.
We
Fetty
should go.
Wap,
We
dude.
should get an interview
That would be sick.
through the glass.
That would be sick.
That'd be unbelievable.
No, we could start a new like podcast playlist called Through the Glass.
Oh my god,
And we just interview like, money launderers, murderers.
dude! I wish
That'd be
Gangster
kinda
Granny was
cool.
still in.
Yeah.
Would she be on?
I don't know.
Tell her to go back.
Pretty
so we
sure
can
she's
get
got
an
an
interview.
ankle monitor right now.
Well, tell her to go
So she
outside
can't-
her
she
zone
can't
a
leave
little
the
bit.
house,
She can
so-
go outside her zone a little bit. They'll put her back in for a night.
No,
You
she
can
had
get
a
an
call
interview.
just to come hang out for a couple hours at my mom's house. They're pretty fucking. Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know.
that's pretty sick that your kid has a great grandma that went to prison.
I know. I don't even have to go to prison. Like my grandma did.
You thought
for
you
me.
had to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a requirement of a dad. You have to go to prison.
Show him who's boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they do say the prison bug skips 2 generations. Your kid's fucked.
The
Dude.
prison bug. I was unaware of this bug that was going around.
Oh, you don't know about the prison bug, bro?
No, I don't.
Fucking, you're up next, dude.
Dude, speaking of prison bug, it's completely unrelated to prison bug, but this just made me think of it for some reason. There's this teacher in Australia, Queensland, Australia, that is identifying as a cat, and she makes her students like purr and shit to be able to get what they want. Like, can I go to the bathroom? Like, you have to purr first and shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
And
What
she's
the
like
fuck?
being investigated right now for like forcing this on the kids.
Well, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Who the fuck wants to just, purr? Who the fuck just wants to do that?
I mean, I'd be all about it if it was like you get extra credit or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
I'd be
extra
purring.
credit, yeah.
I'd be
Get a
meowing
little,
and shit.
get a little pee-pee tug.
No
What the
fucking
fuck?
way, dude. I can't even imagine.
You would resist all the
If
way.
I had one of those freaks as my fucking teacher, like seriously, dude, let's break
You're
it
drawing
down.
the line here.
No, this is exactly where I draw the line. I don't care what repercussions could ever come from talking shit on furries, because that shit's fucked. Like,
This isn't even really furries though. This is not like a character. Like she.
Oh, dude, she
Claims
thinks
she's
she's
a
a cat. That's a furry. It might not have some fucking
No,
because
because like a furry is like an anime cartoon
Yeah.
style animal, full body outfit.
You're
This
right.
is like a person
No,
who
it's like-
legitimately wants to be a cat.
I can't tell if it's her situation then is better or worse, because then it's like, it almost makes me think it's a little more deep. Like, damn, she really has some serious fucking mental problems.
Someone hurt her for sure.
Someone identify. Some people really do. Have you seen the wolf pack on Instagram?
Yes.
Oh,
Reels?
dude.
It's
Yes.
hilarious. It's like that ginger guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is my alpha."
Bow
and he,
for your
And then he
alpha.
was like, "This is, this is the queen," and he points at
Oh
her.
no,
and
there's
she's
there's
on
the
like,
alpha, there's the beta, there's
Yeah.
the house wolf, there's
Yeah.
the caregiving wolf. I'm all in, dude. And the
that is
fact-
hilarious.
And if you don't refer to him as alpha again, we're gonna have a fucking.
What is he?
problem.
What is the ginger
He
guy?
is the alpha.
No, he's not. He said, "I've."
it
I've
goes
heard
back
him
and
say
forth.
he's
They
not the
they
alpha.
fought for an alpha spot at one point.
Sometimes they arm wrestle for it, for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Why do I
They
feel?
do.
Why do I feel like you two just go through that whole Instagram page, just fucking watching? them?
Dude,
This was my
it-
Costco guys before the Costco guys.
Yeah,
were a
that
thing.
was my and they kind of remind me of the monster tattoo guys. They remind me.
Boy,
of
would
the-
I hate to be
Yeah,
the guys
that
that mess
fucks
with
with
us.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love your
think?
pack. They'll play like extreme hide and seek and shit, and the alpha will be the seeker every time, and it's pretty badass, man.
What's extreme hide and seek?
Oh, dude, just like outside, you can hide anywhere. They be climbing into trees.
You think
and
they
shit.
only do doggy?
Extreme.
That's crazy.
You know, I would think that makes the most sense.
Yeah,
I feel like Alpha though, he's kind of got that primal fucking energy. I bet he switches. it up.
alpha flip him around.
I could see he definitely eats box and he's probably
Yeah.
the
Oh my
best
God.
at it.
I
Good
would.
Lord.
I would think the beta wolf eats box. I want
What
to
is-
the
That's
alpha
a
wolf
good
beat
point.
Do they all
box.
live? They all live in the same house.
Yeah, they
together?
must rent a house together or something.
Imagine being the landlord of that place.
Imagine what it smells like.
Like, hey,
That's what I was
listen.
gonna say, dude.
Yeah.
He comes, knocks on the door. I'm just picturing this scenario like, hey, you think I can get my rent?
What's the password?
I'm so sorry. Let me go get Alpha. You were talking to the queen about rent.
if you have a problem,
me. You think there's ever a scenario like that?
has to be.
Dude, I heard Alpha talking about he's working on building up his money. They're trying to get in more people to their wolf pack, and he wants to build a compound for them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's making big moves, dude. Honestly, he's top 5 guests that we could possibly land.
We should
for
try
me.
to score.
I'm totally in. Shoot him a DM.
Yeah.
Dude, Alpha is insane.
Shoot him a
dude.
DM. Let's get this guy on the pod. I don't even care if it's remote, or we can go to him.
It would be totally worth it.
That'd be
We do a day in the life.
I would definitely go with on
a
that
day in the life
Mhm.
walkthrough of the house. We got to see the sleeping situation. We got to see the eating situation. Is there a pecking order? Like when they make dinner, does the alpha get to eat first kind of situation?
There is,
Mm.
dude. Like they do it pretty legit. They try to keep the wolf pack intact and pretty legitimate. Like
Is there really people like this out there in our world?
we're just talking
you gotta
about
find
it, man.
You gotta watch
Crazy,
Wolfpack.
dude.
You gotta
fuck?
go watch Wolfpack,
This
Will,
is
and
just-
then come back with some knowledge.
What the fuck is wrong?
Do you
with
think that
people?
this was a scenario like they learned about wolves in 3rd grade and that just fucking stuck with them?
I don't know, man, because there's another trend too where it's like it's a song, and I don't know if it's from like a movie or an anime show, but it's where it's like, I'm the alpha, I'm the leader. You ever seen that?
yeah.
And then they all
And they
line
roar.
up, and then they like do the run
Yeah.
together, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
my
And then they'll
God.
roar. I've seen them roar before.
Oh, they'll
That's
have a good
funny.
howl.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it. That's the thing. Like, I've already thought about it. When I have kids, I'm gonna have multiple, and I'm gonna try cool shit with them. Like, I want to have a microdosing son or daughter. I'm open to either or. I want to have.
But he's
a
gonna get his
furry
kids
child.
taken away before he even has them.
Literally.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
You are
gotta
never
just-
watching Bear. Ever.
You got to leave them to let them do what they want. But if I can direct them in a cool way, and like, why can't you give your kids drugs? It's my fucking kid.
Yeah, there's no reason at all.
Well,
I
it's
can't
like
think
mushrooms.
I can't think of one
Well,
bad
just think of the
reason why.
vaccines. Yeah, I kind of maybe Sam. You know, it's
Mushrooms
crazy.
are natural, dude. It like you guys just watch. I'm gonna have the smartest fucking kid Pine City's ever
yeah,
seen,
right.
dude. Fuck you, dude. Speaking of absolute animals, I want to talk about.
Where this is
I
going.
want to talk about Bonnie Blue, dude. I've had her stuck in my head all fucking day.
Will, do you know who that is?
Oh, dude, if I was over there,
I
I would
knew
have.
it.
I would have
that
took.
you
I
would
would have
be
took
all in
one
on
for the
this.
team.
I
I
knew
would've
Okay,
took-
so
I would've took one for
I
the
just
team.
found out who Bonnie Blue was
Okay,
recently.
What about
Bonnie
the other
Blue,
one? What's her friend?
Lily Phillips. But what
Yeah.
does that have to do with Bonnie Blue?
Apparently, she's pregnant.
No, so Bonnie Blue is pregnant. Lily Phillips, she appeared in the woodwork. She's like the fake Bonnie Blue. She just happened to announce her pregnancy right after Bonnie. Fuck Lily. This is about our girl Bonnie. And Bonnie went viral because she had sex with 1,000 dudes in 24 hours.
1,000 or what?
1,000.
1,000. Will, would you have done that?
Dude, I would have for the boys. Yes, for the
What do you-
boys.
Don't
What does that
try
even
to
mean?
put it
Don't
on
try
the
to put
boys,
it-
you
What does
sick
that
fuck.
even mean?
What the fuck, dude? No, dude. So she went viral for having sex with 1,000 dudes in 24 hours, and now she's pregnant, and like everyone's kind of looking around. Like,
Do they
fuck.
know whose it is?
Bro.
So I looked up and down the internet, dude. I don't
Is
think
she actually pregnant or is this?
apparently in her big thing now is she wants to actually have the world's largest live birth on Instagram, like the most views on a live birth.
Jesus.
Either Instagram or OnlyFans. She's working out the
Just
tweaks.
Immediately profiting off the base.
Yeah, put it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
the
that's
hell?
what she wants to have
that's
her birth
crazy.
live on camera. And
What a good person.
You can follow me on Patreon.
dude, that's her thing. So she goes like she's done a couple of these. She's only done the 1,000 guys one time, but she's done a few hundred rips. You know, where she goes to like a high end spring break destination spot. And she just
Oh,
gets
yeah,
all these
okay.
college kids.
No, you know what? Now that you say this, I have heard of this because I saw a clip of her explaining that she goes to these places with like a ton of dudes and just says like,
Well, they did the 100
whoever
together.
wants in on this, like,
Lily
line
and
up.
Bonnie, right? They did the 100 together a few times, right? Because
I
that's
don't-
how
I
they
don't know.
started or
You should
something.
I don't
learn
even
us,
know.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just seen it on TikTok one day.
what side of TikTok are you on?
Mostly just media.
Media?
like
okay.
the news.
Will's TikTok is just Trump, boobs, Trump, boobs.
Nah, it's
Trump,
not even
boobs.
boobs, dude. It's literally just Trump, ice, Trump, border, all that bullshit.
Yeah, okay, but Lily and Bonnie are not either one of those.
Yeah, they just
topics.
pop up randomly. I don't
See,
know why.
it's tough because we give Beans shit about not talking on the pod, and then when he talks, it's like, fuck. Fucking go back to old Beans, goddammit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
Don't let him push you down,
I'm
Will.
just kidding, dude. I'm just trying to get you fired up.
Now next time, can I come see Bear? Fuck yourself.
But I just love when you chip in on something and then know nothing about it. That's like my favorite.
Here's the problem.
That is
when
my
When
favorite.
That
he
is
comes
quite a-
over to visit Bear, you got to like send him through a metal detector, check his pockets. It's like he's going through a concert. You got to make
Oh,
sure he doesn't
dude,
have
I
any
do.
drugs on him.
I already do.
No weapons on
I
him.
tell him to go back to the truck.
Leave it in the truck. Fine.
That is something I was wondering. Like, is it fucked up to play with a kid high? Like, is that normal? I don't even know.
No, you're just chilling.
Is the kid high or are you high?
Me.
Okay.
No, I don't think.
You're just chilling. Yeah, there's
I
nothing
don't
wrong
know.
with
I
that.
see why when you are high, it could definitely fuck with you while you're high.
I
'Cause
don't.
it's like,
I
is
don't.
this
I don't
wrong?
know.
Should
I
I
don't know.
be-
I think Joe Rogan had a bit about this. I think he had a bit about playing with his kids high. He was like, I just like my kids more when I'm high. So I'm just always high around my kids.
Cody was saying that off camera. He actually said it's the only time he can stand his kids.
Yeah, I definitely did not say that off camera, but I don't know. I don't think that it's right because you can't really fully be in the moment. If it's your kids, I would say no. If it's a friend's kids, I would say it's kind of acceptable.
I think it's fine.
Oh, if it's
I don't
a
give a
friend's
shit.
kid, 100%. Be as high as
Especially
you
I would
if
want.
say
you're-
it's situational. You shouldn't be like
Yeah.
throwing them up in the air and
Yeah,
shit, you
yeah.
know. But
Well, and as long as you're not the main caregiver at the time, like if I was babysitting a kid and was getting high, that's a whole nother fucking bag of worms to get into. But like, if I'm just coming in to fucking let her rip, you know, if I'm not the one bringing him to the hospital,
Uncle Sam
if
always
she-
looks like he's crying. I don't know why.
Just hang on here. I'm going to go smoke.
Uncle Sam smells like skunk. Fucking, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that was true the other day. Fuck. Skunk.
If you walked in your place smelling like a skunk or what?
No,
Dude,
he's pretty good about it.
I doubt it because that's like a serious problem I have, and I don't know, like.
Well, every time my dad comes downstairs, what does he say to you? Every time my dad comes downstairs, what does he say?
It switches periodically, but it typically has something to do with my eyes or my smell. Or he actually had to tell me one day. He's like, you know, you can smoke weed and be high here. You don't have to hide it. Like it's not a big deal. I was like, holy shit, fuck yeah, thanks for letting me run with it, dude.
You do sometimes. I think sometimes if you're smoking all the time, you don't recognize the smell. Not just you, but anyone in general.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll walk in the studio and Sam and I's desks are like, what would you say, like 50 feet apart?
Yeah,
I could
about
just
that.
walk in the front door and I'll just get hit. And I'm like, whoa, Sam's here.
See, that's
What do you guys think the percent is of, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're trying to hide the weed smell from your parents, or you come home high, eyes are red or something? How many parents do you think absolutely know that you're fried and they just let it go?
They know, they just don't want to know.
I mean, that's all situational for sure.
Like,
if
I
would
don't know,
have
the
come home
older
smelling,
I get, the more I think parents know when their kid is high, and they're just like, ah.
do I really want to deal with this tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
I would say it depends on the parent because if my dad smelled that and I came home, I would have
Mm.
not had a good night. For sure.
I would always use the campfire excuse, you know.
I was around a bonfire.
Yeah, I was around a bonfire. My eyes are red.
It
sorry.
smells. Oh, your eyes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I guess
gonna
kind
say.
of. I'm just
Mhm.
really tired.
yeah.
I think that's like the classic excuse, right?
Dude, me having contacts, that one helped out too. Because
Okay.
if I was high
Ooh,
and someone was
that's a
like,
good one.
"Oh, your eyes look all," like if they were innocently like, "Oh, your eyes look red," she's like, "Oh yeah, my contacts are giving me a hell of a time today." Yes,
Dude, another one that was crazy that worked for me is my parents. I'd come home drunk and they were okay with it, but if I came home high, that would have been not good.
A big deal.
So they'd say to me like, "Oh, your eyes are kind of red." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm hammered." And then they'd be like, "Okay," and then that was fine. But there
I'm
I'd be
hammered
high.
and I drove, but I didn't smoke weed.
Yeah, so it's okay.
Yeah, dude, I had
God.
one of my buddies, shout out Sniff. He same shit in high school. Like, if he came home and he was high, it was the end of the world. Like one time, his
Mhm.
mom threw a cross at him because she found.
I
some in
remember
his
that.
Pocket.
That was hilarious.
But he would come home and his dad would be like, "What's up with you?" And he'd be like, "I had like 6 beers on the ice." He'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" They're okay with
But
that
that's
answer.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
oh, thank God.
Dude, that's the thing.
We thought it was drugs.
Yeah.
I've been on like a big fuck alcohol pro weed kick, which I know it sounds ironic. I'm drinking a beer, but I've been really on this kick. And my dad loves beers and he can't smoke because of his job, and so like I'll start talking shit about alcohol, being like, I'm just sick of it ruining people's lives. And
As
to
he's
see
got a
how-
beer in his
dude,
hand.
he gets so defensive from it, and I realize like, oh, like people that love alcohol, they don't really like when people talk shit about it. Huh?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
I know I was always a pro alcohol guy. It never hit me like that.
Don't disrespect my beer.
He'd be like, so you can just get all fucking high at 10 a.m., but God forbid I crack a beer. And I was like, yes, that's loser behavior.
Yeah, that is weird how that is perceived.
I feel like
It's
Sam
more acceptable for a stoner to be high all day than it is for
Yeah.
a drunk to be wasted
That's
all
true.
day.
I feel like
But-
Sam is always gonna play devil's advocate though.
Yeah.
Like even if Sam was off the weed and he was just drinking,
Yeah,
and someone
totally.
was smoking, maybe like it just makes you fucking lazy not doing anything.
Yeah.
As he
Yeah.
has a beer in his
It would
hand.
always be the opposite.
You
Yeah.
guys smoke that pussy shit still?
Yeah, he'd always be
Jesus.
devil's advocate.
Oh yeah,
So,
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Do you think that stoners are higher functioning than alcoholics?
Oh fuck yeah.
You know, it really, in general, absolutely. But I do think that weed, especially if you don't have any sort of tolerance, it fucking ruins your day. Like,
Oh, yeah.
weed is a crazy thing if you haven't built up a tolerance for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I can smoke a fucking joint in the morning and function my entire day like nothing happened. I can go talk to a customer face to face. But somebody like Beans, if he smoked a joint,
I'd be
he ain't
passed
going
out
anywhere.
all day.
He's not driving anywhere. His
Yeah.
day is done. So like I can see how like if you don't have this tolerance that you've been working on for fucking a decade, you have a different idea of how it affects you.
Yeah.
It definitely it's 180 degrees different, dude. Because I used to be the same way. I'd wake up in the morning, smoke, go to the gym, smoke throughout the day. It's like a little mood raiser every time. It was great. And then as soon as I really slowed down on smoking weed, now if I hit a 1, I'm like, I'm not doing anything today.
I'm eating everything
I'm
in the
eating
cupboard.
everything and then immediately passing out on the couch.
Yeah.
It's completely different. So to someone who hasn't smoked weed a lot and they maybe smoke once or twice, they're like, this shit just makes you lazy. It's like, yeah, for you, no doubt.
Or they're
Yeah.
like, I took 2 hits off that shit. It fucked up my night. I could drink 20 beers.
yeah,
I
and they're
believe
not
you.
wrong.
I think at a certain
Yeah.
point we all have to realize it is just like alcohol from the standpoint of it affects everyone differently. We
Yeah.
all know.
I've never seen anyone hit their girlfriend.
yeah,
high.
true.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is like the effects are different for everyone.
Don't be doing that's some bullshit. Don't even be doing that. That's so fucked
Beans has
up.
never assaulted anyone, except especially his
Allegedly.
girlfriend.
No. What the fuck?
I lost my whole train of thought.
Good.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I was thinking, like we all know someone who cannot handle liquor.
yeah.
Like you give them 1 shot, 2 shots,
Scrap.
yeah.
and they're done. Like they're not even fun to be around. They suck, or they are like they start puking right
Whole
away.
different
Whatever.
person. Yeah.
But then we also know people who can slam 20 beers and they're just fine.
Mhm.
Same thing when it comes to smoking. We all know one person that can hit a 1 and they're passed out for the rest of the time. So we know, like, don't let this guy smoke because
Yeah.
it'll ruin everyone else's night.
Yeah,
Versus,
that's true.
obviously, the repercussions are a lot different because you're not going to get someone ripping off their shirt, stealing things in the bar because they're
Yeah.
high.
Well, dude, and that's the thing is why I'm on my big fuck alcohol kick. Is it's a me problem. Like, and it took me a while. I was thinking about this for weeks. Like, I thought it was alcohol that was the enemy. It was just I can't handle alcohol as much as I'd like, and I'm not the type of guy. I'm never a mean drunk. I never do very regrettable shit unless I say something cringy as fuck. But like the shame that I would get the next day from just drinking, even if it was a normal night, that hangover anxiety mixed with
Oh,
just
it's
a
the
couple
worst.
cringy conversations from the night before, it just killed me. And then I'm a terrible hungover person. Like if I get bombed tonight, tomorrow is 80% in bed. Like
Mhm.
I would be surprised if I got my day running before the sun went down.
Yeah.
I had a summer where I remember it like laying in bed in the fall and being like, holy fuck, I'm pretty sure there's less than 5 Saturdays where I actually did something besides cure my hangover and then go get drunk again. And I felt like I wasted a whole summer, and that's what really kicked it off.
Yeah.
Plus, I fucking couldn't save money to save my
Was that
life
just a
and
couple
couldn't
years
figure
ago?
it out.
Was that when we were on just the dual little?
Yeah, I would say it was leading into the 2024. That was big year for me when it came to drinking.
Yeah.
That's where I changed my habits a lot.
For me, it's like forced into not drinking as much now having kids. Like it's a totally different thing. Like I'm not going out late on a Friday night or a Saturday night because I know I gotta be up at 5, 6 in the morning,
Unless
no
if it's
matter
a
what.
planned, unless if it's a planned event that you've had, for a
Right.
month.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a whole
prior.
different ordeal.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Well,
And even then, like sorry, Beans.
No, you're good.
Even
That's
now,
my bad.
like if we have a night lined up, most of the time, if it's like, shit, the kids aren't here, damn, we're just gonna stay in. We're gonna catch up on some sleep.
Yeah.
We're not going out.
Yeah, literally 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm already fucking cooked. Even with my weekends without Bear, I'm just like, not doing nothing.
Out.
Just sleep.
We're all getting old.
Dude, yeah.
We're all getting
Except
old.
these two, they're just fucking still young. I don't get it.
What
Yeah,
are
I
you
don't get it
talking
either.
about, you fucking idiot. No, dude, I remember my buddy Diggy was like telling me like, yeah, man, I just this drinking thing, I realized it's not really for me. I still like kind of coming in the bar for a little bit, seeing the buddies, but I'm not really about it anymore. And at the time I was like, what are you, fucking gay? Like what the fuck? You don't want to. I truly believed that if you just hit the bar on the weekends, that was about you were fucking behaving yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You work during the week, you play during the weekends, and then it just kind of hit me like, oh fuck. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I started listening to podcasts where they'd be like, do you think of the most successful people you know? Do any of them hit the bar every single weekend? And like I was just thinking about like,
shit.
holy fuck, dude! I took the red pill and it changed my life, dude.
I have a good question for you guys. Have you ever had a night of drinking where you made a fool out of yourself? Like,
Almost
you
every
did.
weekend.
You made a fool out of yourself, and that made you not touch alcohol for like months.
No.
Dude,
You never had that?
so
No,
this is
I
what
can-
pisses me off about fuckface McGee. He's Bert Kreischer, dude. Bert talks about this all the time. No matter how drunk he gets, he's still the same fucking dude. That's Cody. I don't understand it. He can drink with us all night, keep up with them. Never does anything embarrassing. You never see any videos of him acting like a fool. For myself,
I mean,
No
there's
way.
definitely
God,
videos
dude.
out there of me doing dumb shit, but never anything that's like, oh, I really regret that.
Oh, there's a lot of
Dude,
me.
that sucks.
dude,
man.
nothing's
Don't have
worse
that.
than when you wake up with just a highlight reel of cringy "I love you" mans throughout the night. Where it's like, or like you tried to make a joke to somebody and it bombed hard and like
Yeah.
they're like, who the fuck's this weird guy? And it's just running through my head the next day.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
you know-
I've definitely had those nights where it's like you have the heart to heart with someone, but I don't ever think of it as cringy because like if they're also doing the same
Yeah,
thing,
if
then
they're
it's
also-
like
but-
I don't feel like this is one
I
sided.
know. I've been the drunkest one at a party before. And then, the next day, all you remember is like clips. Like you just have
Yeah.
like 2-second clips of like things
Yeah.
you did.
Oh,
And
actually,
you're just like, I'm like, you're so embarrassed. You wake up in the morning, you get out before anyone else wakes
Yeah.
up. You don't want to see anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone because you were annoying.
Mm,
And
completely agree. Actually,
Yeah.
I just thought of the one time that I did make an absolute ass of myself because I was the only drunk person at this place.
oh,
It was my buddy's gender reveal. He was like the first one of our friends to have a kid, and we're sitting at this gender reveal. I didn't know his girlfriend's parents, and I'm sitting in this group of like, let's say 15 of us. And this was right when Bush Ice had
Oh,
come out.
yeah.
It was like 6%.
the black can.
Yeah.
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 And so I'm slamming these things. I'm on a weekend home from college,
Mhm.
and I'm slamming these things, and I'm literally the only drunk person there. And God, I'm gonna forget how I worded this. I told him, I said, "There's no difference from telling your girlfriend's parents we're trying for a kid, as in also telling them I'm cream pieing your daughter on a daily basis."
Ah.
And I said this in this group. No one laughed, and I'm like, "Damn, that was good." And I get a elbow in the ribs, and I look over and our other buddy's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "What?
Mm.
That was good."
Dude, I got
He
secondhand
pulls me
pain.
off. He's like, "Dude, you're standing right next to her dad. What the fuck?"
Dude, I got secondhand pain from that one. That's bad.
That is the
That
one
was
time that I
bad.
can remember because I do think about that every once in a while. I'm like, "Oh, why did I say that?"
Ugh.
Oh my god, dude! I had one night where it was at the cricket. They had like this Blaine Bunting. Bunting.
Blaine Bunting.
He came in. This dude, he fucking always packs the house.
Nashville
and he
country guy.
fucking kills it. But it brings in a crowd of a lot of locals. And this night there was a bunch of teachers in the building from our school, and I woke up with like 3 memories of like conversations of like, you really helped shape me as a kid, and I really appreciate you for that.
To the teachers.
To the teachers, dude.
Dude.
It's just like, holy fuck, kill me, dude.
Yeah, that's brutal. That that would definitely be embarrassing.
I also called one of my buddies when I was younger. I was really close with them, and then I kind of became a bad kid, and we got distant. And she had like said some shit to him about how he couldn't hang out with me, and I held those feelings. And I saw this mom at a bar one time, and she was trying to talk to me, like, just, hey Sam, how's it going? And I was like,
actually not
fuck
good.
You,
Yo, you said that,
dude. I gave her. I don't think I said a legitimate fuck you, but I was like, gave her a look like, nah, fuck
you big
that.
timed
And
her.
I big timed her, dude. And I still think about it because I still like connect with this buddy a little bit, but I gave his mom a fuck you. Dude, I have a different buddy. Oh my God, bro. One time we're at the bar, a bunch of us friends there, and one of our buddies' moms show up, and that buddy wasn't there. And his mom's sitting at the bar, and our buddy goes up and sits next to her, and he's just fucking hammered, making a fool out of himself. And I still don't know what he said to her to this day. Nobody knows. But he whispered something to her, and she got up and she said, give me my tab. And looks at him and says, get the fuck away from me and never talk to me again, dude. Just leaves the bar.
Holy fuck.
We're like, holy fuck, man. We're like, what'd you say? I don't fucking know.
I don't remember. Oh, that's brutal, actually. Beans, you got any good embarrassing ones?
Dude, I truly don't even remember any of them. I just know I made a fool of myself so many fucking times.
Yeah, I could see it. That's why
Sam
I
has
asked.
been there. Tyler's been there. You've probably been there. Fuck.
I remember I was at a New Year's party where no one was really drinking. It was at it was under 21, obviously. So it's at one of my friend's house. His family every year, they just kind of have their, aunts, uncles, grandparents that play cards, maybe have a couple drinks, but nobody gets like shitty, And
So you
I
took it
went
upon
there. Yeah,
yourself.
I went there, and I remember I got a bottle of like tin cup whiskey. That's extremely strong, and I'm sure I finished it. And I just know I knew I made a fool. I don't even remember what I did. I just know I made a fool out of myself just from those 2-second clips that you remember in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't drink for 4 months after that.
Because you were so in your head about it.
I was so I didn't even want to ask. It was one of those, like, I snuck out of the house early in the morning because I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was, opening the car door, puking on the way home. Like,
You just want to forget everything.
I just wanted to forget everything and be like, I'm never drinking again. And I didn't touch alcohol for 4 months. I didn't even
See,
look at it.
I'd always just go out the next week, and I don't know why.
See,
I
and
really
that's-
did. Ask Sam. I
Dude,
did.
There's people like they don't get that shame, and I honestly am jealous of them because the shame fucking wears me down. Like, same buddy that said the fucked up shit to a mom. We were at a Super Bowl party, and TCAV, you can take this over at any time, but we're all sitting on the couch. Game hasn't even started yet. Everyone's sitting there, we're having a couple drinks, and we're looking at our buddy, and we're like, dude, you're gonna fucking puke. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? And he's just sitting there. He's like, nah, fuck you.
Is he gagging?
He's
No,
not
he was
gagging,
sitting there.
but this guy's famous for puking everywhere.
He's famous
This-
for the surprise puke.
This is his thing. And
Yeah.
everyone always knows, like, dude, you're going to puke. Get the fuck out of here. Like, everyone around him is always the one to call it out. It's never him.
And he's like, nope, I'm good. Nope, every time.
And then TCAV took a couple strays on this one because he's sitting there struggling. And I even said, I'm like, I bet he pukes within the next 5 minutes. No shit. He looks over. He's sitting next to TCAV. Or actually, there's a buffer in the middle,
yeah,
right?
it was Scrat was right next to me, and then our other buddy Squall was on the other side of Scrat. And Squall was trying to talk to me. So I put my head over Scrat's chest to hear what Squall was saying. And then I just felt on the whole side of my face. Just boom.
No.
I felt it. I had my glasses on. I saw it splatter across the lenses.
Oh.
And I knew right then and there if I inhaled and I smelled the smell of puke, I was going to puke. So right when I felt it hit my face, I just held my breath and sprinted for the shower and just dumped my head in the tub.
Gross.
Dude,
Gross.
it was honestly one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, I hate that you had to be the collateral damage of this, but I will never forget that moment for the rest of my life.
It's every time. Every time he's gonna puke, you know he's gonna puke, and he always, I'm good. Nope, I'm good. And then 2 minutes later, pukes.
I could tell you guys were talking about Scrat just by the voice you guys were making. Literally, it was too easy to tell.
We should get him on. I feel like we've talked about
Dude,
him so much.
Won't. We've tried.
We've talked about him so much. People got to put a voice to the name.
Dude, I blew the opportunity. Him and I got all fucking hammered at the local frog town, and we came up here to spend the night, and I was like, should we record a pod? Because I ask him all the time, and he's like, let's fucking do it. And I'm like, all right, perfect. I'm gonna take advantage of this. We're gonna do an audio only. And I went into your office. There was no chips that I knew for sure were empty.
There wasn't one in the board?
Nothing. I
Damn.
could not find one that I was comfortable with wiping. So I was like, fuck, I can't. Like, we had just recorded. I didn't know if it was the SD card with
Were
the
you
newest
guys
episode.
both shit faced? Was this
Oh,
the other
dude.
weekend? Was
Yeah,
this dude? That would have been a hilarious
need to
audio
do it.
of both of you guys absolutely shit faced, just talking to each other.
Dude, and I was in a pretty good place where I could have ran the episode. Like I still would have known what I was doing to set him up, just to tell the perfect stories and like.
Is that when he was running around on the street saying this is this is fucking America?
Yeah. America.
Yelling, running
dude.
down the road.
America.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, we got to get him on. Actually, speaking of this, hold on. This makes me think. There was supposed to be a boxing match with you and him.
Yeah, Scrat
Whatever
just chickens
happened?
out, dude. I don't know. Scrat just won't take it.
Do you think we could still line this up?
Ask Scrat.
I think if there's a little bit of money involved, that's
My
what-
money is definitely on Will.
Dude,
Well,
that's-
I think we have to get a purse. You know, we got to get a purse for the event for them, so they
Chanel.
They
yeah, I've
get
lost.
their money.
Yeah, I'm down a little
Mhm.
bit. I lost 10 pounds since I haven't gone to the gym. So
Did you?
yeah, dude, I really did.
You
Fucking
look like a
crazy.
little skinny rat.
I know.
Just kidding, buddy.
What do you weigh right now?
125. I was 135.
What do you think Scrat weighs?
Fuck, he's like 150.
He's been putting on a little beer weight, dude. I'd say probably
Yeah, but
140.
it's
Makes
not
it more
it's not
fair.
like a good one. He's like a slow leggy one.
You got more technique on him, so it makes it fair.
Yeah,
Well, duh.
you know, Will's like
Fucking
If we
Scrat.
can line this up, would you do it?
Yes.
All right.
I
Dude,
told
here's the
you.
thing.
I'm talking to the
Because
boxing
your wife is a
commissioner.
nurse, right?
What's that?
Your wife is a nurse, right?
Yeah.
So then
okay.
if one of
she's
us-
not
Okay.
gonna be there to help if anything goes astray.
Oh fuck! So if I'm sitting there, like she's not gonna help me
Yeah,
out.
she's not that kind of nurse, dude.
Fuck.
She deals with like kids and moms. She's not helping people that got
I'm
like
basically a kid. Look at me.
CTE or anything like that.
basically a kid.
I wear a size 6.5.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you do book an appointment, maybe you'll get a well child with her.
Hell yeah.
Do you wear like 2020 jeans? Or like
28.
I remember
2830s.
before Will was
bigger than I
a
thought?
regular on the pod. I remember he placed an order for swim trunks on the website.
Bro, yeah, they were
They
just
were-
a little small.
They were extra smalls, and I
extra.
small. And I had asked him, I'm like, "Hey, did you order these by accident?" No. Oh,
Because it literally said
Who are they for?
28s.
me. Oh, okay, never mind.
It literally
I
said,
remember being like, "Damn, I didn't realize he was that small."
yeah, it said 28s for extra,
I didn't know
extra
you were
small,
quite
so.
the little fella.
So
Alright.
dainty,
See, I know
dreamy too.
I know Scrat would want to back out of this because I've been at the bar with the two of them and they get into
Dude,
like
get out all the
I'll
time.
kick your ass, fucking. Let's go outside. I'll kick your ass. And every time I've seen Will just beat the shit out of him. It's
Scrat tried stepping up to me a couple of summers ago in the
No.
cricket too. Yeah, I get up, I go to leave. I didn't even know he was trying to talk to me. He like gets up and stands over and goes, "Hey," and like puts his hand on me. I literally just like pick him up and I moved him over to the side and I just kept walking.
Dude, I don't know
He's
what the
barking in my
Or
ear.
he
the
leans
whole time.
around you. He leans around you like this, and then fucking grabs on, like
Yeah.
does not
I
let
don't
go,
know,
dude.
I don't know what the fighting thing is. I was at the bar one time and getting a drink, and Scrat was shit faced, and there was this guy across the bar. He was just jacked. Dude was huge, and Scrat just leans over me and goes, "Think I can fucking take that guy?" And I was just like, absolutely not a chance. He was like, "How about if me and you both?" I was like, still.
Actually,
no
I
way.
remember I was there for that. I remember that conversation.
There was,
I remember that because I remember being like, "You're out of your fucking mind."
yeah, there's
if you
no way.
think you
It'd
have
take
a
maybe
shot,
it'd take
dude.
4 of us to take that guy down.
Dude, why don't we just send Scrat on a
Gotta
wild
get him
goose
on to
chase?
hear his perspective
Oh,
on some of these stories.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like even at On Tap in the Sticks, we had the On Tap in the Sticks #2. We had a huge fire pit and our big pallet fire, and we hadn't lit it up yet. It wasn't fully dark, and I guess Scrat was talking all crazy to this group of people, and my buddy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that Scrat's talking about starting that fire up himself." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
How?
And I go,
How would he have even done that?
He
well, there was
shit.
gas that we were
Oh.
using to get the other ones, and he had a lighter
Okay.
because he always got a
Oh
lighter.
my god.
And I
He's
go
gonna burn
up to
himself
him,
alive.
and I'm like, "I heard you talk about starting up that fire." He's like, "Well, somebody fucking has to." He was all bummed. I'm like, "Dude, if you start that fucking fire, you'll get
wasn't
out-
even
you'll
dark
be out."
yet.
Dude, it was like 5 p.m., dude. If you start that fucking fire, I will kill you. And
Dude, the fucking fire spinning lady isn't even here yet. Wait.
he's like, "We'll see."
Dude, we got to get him on. He has to come
He's
on.
got to come
We need
on.
to all just go to the bars one night with him and then just all rip back.
I'll
here.
bring a portable version of the pod, just the tiny recorder and 4 mics. Sit him down, corner him,
Yeah,
at
talk.
the cricket.
in a booth.
talk. You think he would do it?
Oh, dude.
No
I think
way,
as
dude.
long as, yeah, but I think if he's too drunk to really know what's going on.
That's
Feels wrong almost.
That's the only time you could get them to do it, and you might not get the best content that way. So it's like, it's a tough situation.
You don't think that would be the best content?
We got to interview him throughout the night, like, while he's really fucked up. Just keep going up to him every
like
5
those
minutes.
sorority girl videos. It's like, "Hi, my name is Brittany, and this is me after one beer."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking hate those, dude.
Yeah.
I hate when girls want to have fun.
What the fuck?
Just,
Mitch is back on the pod.
just
literally.
fucking pisses me off. Dude, I remember, this is so stupid. I remember when I was a little kid, I told my sister that the song "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" is just about girls wanting to have sex. Like, we were just little kids, and we get in the car, and my mom, like, the song, this was probably a couple days later, but the song comes on, and she's like, "We can't listen to this because Sam said it's about sex." I was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Okay.
Snitches be snitching.
This actually does bring me back to another embarrassing moment. This was not drinking, but I remember had to have been like, shoot, 8 or 9 years old, Eminem CD in hand, and we played in my buddy's mom's car, and we're like, "Go to track 6," and it's like, "You make my pee go, da doing doing doing," you know, is that song? And she just like, she literally stops the car, pulls over. "Whose CD is this?" Everyone points right at me. There's like 3 of us. Points right at me. And she's like, "I don't ever want to see this again." Hands
Dude,
me back the CD. Takes it
those-
out of the CD player.
Those moments right there of a friend's parent yelling at you gives me PTSD, dude. I could not
It's the worst.
handle it.
My parents never gave a shit what music I listened to.
Well, that's the like.
I never thought like, "Oh, this might not be okay."
It's weird. I don't even know because I got in trouble all the time. I had to yell at dad, but then if one of my friends' parents got mad at me, it was like
It's
I just
so
killed
different.
somebody, dude.
Yeah.
It fucked me up, man. I was always on my best behavior at friends' houses. I definitely wouldn't have broke out that fucking Eminem CD.
When I was in 4th grade, I was actually hanging out with Scrat at Scrat's house, and his family was over, and we were playing catch with his uncle or something. And his uncle was kind of fucking with us, and his uncle was putting down the beers. But when you're a kid, you don't really realize how alcohol affects, people.
Especially
I
if you
guess.
don't have drinking parents.
Yeah, because my parents didn't drink. I've never seen my parents drunk. So
See,
I
having
didn't-
my dad, I damn
I
well
didn't.
knew drunk.
I didn't know. So like he was kind of fucking with us in a joking way, and so I was reciprocating it back. And then he must have had one too many beers, and I must have said something that he didn't like, and he fucking starts just screaming at me. I remember him screaming at me, and immediately I start crying. I start
Dude, that's
crying
scary.
immediately, and I run to the house, and I just go in the basement, and I just hide in there. And I remember it must have been Scrat's mom or something made him come down and apologize to me. And like I feel like he was tripping. He was like, "Oh, listen, kid, I'm sorry. You know,
You know I didn't mean that back there, right?
yeah.
You pissed me off a little bit, but we'll let it go.
Yeah, like I didn't know who he was first time meeting him or nothing, so it was terrifying.
Dude, that is scary though. A full ass grown man yelling at you.
Yeah.
There's definitely a couple times I could think.
And my
of.
parents aren't yellers. My parents don't drink, so it's not like I was accustomed to any of this. It was
Damn, you
just
grew up in a
like-
nice house.
Yeah,
grew
must
up
be.
in a very calm house.
Did you guys ever have to get picked up from a sleepover?
Dude,
You
I
being
never
Oh, yeah.
had a
pussy?
sleepover.
Dude, I did it.
Oh no, not
I
not
did.
not for me being scared.
Oh, I was being a pussy, dude. I
You
had to
did?
be
You were a
picked up.
pussy? You had to
my
get picked
mom.
up?
Well, so for some reason in my household, the word anxiety never existed. So I was just a pussy for having anxiety. That's just what I like. If I was having some sort of anxiety spell, it was just I was being an overthinking pussy in my house. And one of my biggest things that like was very repetitive throughout my life when I was young is if I couldn't fall asleep, I would start spiraling. Like
Mhm.
it would get to the point where there was not a chance I was going to fall asleep. And the longer it took, the more I would freak out. And so it got me one time. I thought my mom was going to fucking kill me. I can't even believe to this day she even picked me up. But I never even told my friend's parents either. So she knocked on the door at like 11.
Oh my god.
And her parents were like, I remember they were like kind of freaking out, like, do you guys know who's here? What is going on? And it's
Oh, and you're
just
like,
my mom there, dude. I'm here to get Sam.
Uh,
He's scared.
I told you about the time I told a very. I didn't even know this at the time that it was racist, but I told a very racist joke at the dinner table, and my buddy's parents were like, "Stop dinner."
Oh, I think
Made
you told
me-
me this.
Oh yes.
My parents had to come pick me up.
no way.
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
kicked
yeah,
out?
yeah.
Oh, you kicked out of the house.
No way.
Very religious family.
I was gonna say, weren't they really religious?
Yeah, we prayed before dinner, kind of deal. And
Yeah, my parents.
they're all
prayed-
telling these innocent jokes, and I grew up at a bar, you know. So
Yeah.
like, I tell this bar joke, not knowing it was. I was so young, I had literally no idea what I was saying. I just know every time
Yeah.
someone said it at the bar,
People
it crushed.
laughed. Yeah.
It crushed. Everyone was dying laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try this out.
Do you
And
remember the
it just
joke?
did not.
That's
Oh yeah, I do.
hilarious.
I'm not telling it.
That's
for
so
sure.
funny.
Can you
I'm
just-
not telling
Can you
it.
just beep it out?
No. Like the whole thing is bad. Start to finish, it's not good. Yeah, they made me, like, hey,
It could be a
that
hell
was
of a clip.
unacceptable. We're done with dinner. We're done. You're done. Call your dad.
Dude, that's
I'm like,
insane.
oh, okay.
I thought it
I
was
was
funny.
like so confused. I'm
Yeah.
like, why? I don't.
There's crushes at the bar.
I didn't even know that was
Yeah.
there was a separation.
Yeah.
I got told a couple of times in like second grade. I pulled out why are fire engines red? And I don't know. I told them this to the teacher, the second grade teacher. I don't know why. Well, you'd be red too if someone was pulling on your hose all day.
Oh,
It's like-
dude.
That was another one. Like to the office.
Don't
Call
know
your
what
dad.
it means.
Had to
Don't know
call
what
my
it
dad.
means. Yeah.
Hey, I said this joke and
Don't be teaching Bear this shit.
get a list of the best bar jokes to tell Bear so he has some bangers
Dude.
for preschool.
You know what he said to Grandpa the other day? Middle finger F you.
Sam was telling me about
Bro,
that.
can you imagine? I look over, my dad's like, what did you say? And I just knew it. From the childhood, I just knew it. I'm like, I knew the look. I heard the voice. I'm like, cooking dinner. And he's like, what did you say? And I come over. I'm like, what did he say? And he goes, tell Daddy what you said. He wouldn't say it. But then my dad's like, turned around. He goes, he flicked me off and said, fuck you, Papa. I'm like, what?
Dude,
Oh,
and his
dude.
kid is 2.5 too. Like just as innocent as you can
Yeah.
be.
Dude.
Dude.
It's crazy that he used it in the right way too,
Yeah.
Well, dude, it was just random.
with some anger to it. Was there?
No,
like,
he doesn't know what it means. He's straight, he obviously doesn't know what it means.
was
But
it
it's
like a
what the
playful thing? His tonality, I think, makes
Well,
all
that's
the
just
difference
like, okay,
for me.
so like he obviously doesn't know what it means, but it's like he learned it somewhere, not my house, because I don't be having people over to.
Did he say it
swear
like it
at.
was a funny giddy thing, or was it like there was
No.
like some I'm standing on business kind of?
No, just like he's just
Don't fuck
said
with
it.
me.
Like he just hears it, like conversation, I guess. But that's just like when he says heck yeah, you can't say heck yeah because it sounds like fuck yeah. So we have to say oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
or else it's
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Dude, honestly, I was at Willie's chilling with him, and having a filter is really fucking tough for
It's
me.
a lot harder than you
But
think.
his kid's at the age where you can be like, "Hey Barrett, say any word and he'll spit it right back out to you." So you know he's just taking everything
Oh, yeah.
in, dude.
Dude, that's hard not to use that to
What
your
did we
advantage.
call? What did we say to call Scrat the other day?
Uh,
Not Trans Billy, because that one was too far for him.
Uncle Swirly.
Yeah, Uncle Swirly, and he said it. He's like, Uncle Swirly?
Dude, that's a lot of power to have and not have fun with it.
Dude, he straight up calls him Uncle Scrat.
He's actually
Literally Uncle Scrat.
I was running through a few nicknames with him. He kills the Uncle Scrat every time.
We got to get Bear on the pod
He's so crabby
Uncle
today,
Scrat.
dude.
with
Dude.
Uncle Scrat. Just a Bear and Scrat episode. Them arguing with each other.
I was calling Scrat Unk the other day. And he just hated it. I'm like, dude, we call you Scrat. Like Unk is where you're drawing the
Yeah.
fucking line.
That's too fucking far,
Greasy muskrat is fine, but Unk is too far.
That is too far. That's fucked up that you would say that.
It's fucked up,
It
dude.
just ruined his entire night.
Yeah, apparently, man. I'll go back to Scrat or Skrillbilly.
Way better.
Oh,
Way better.
I heard you're in a
Thank
new
you.
relationship. Who's your boyfriend? Oh, Scrat. It's like, dude, you gotta end that nickname right now.
That is a good point. Is Scrat in the dating scene right now?
He is, dude. He's a fucking.
He's never
He's
left.
a Tinder merchant. Dude.
Really?
He
actually
lines him
slays?
up. Oh yeah, fucking right.
What?
You got a little bit of alcohol and some confidence, and a bunch of Tinder matches. You can make some magic happen.
All right, what are they, like 1 through 10s, though?
I want to see what his profile.
Never see
Dude.
him. He never shows pictures, but
That's
I've seen the
probably
cars
why.
in the driveway to vouch.
You got Tinder?
I do have Tinder. I don't
Dude,
actually
just
have an
download
active
it, switch it to
profile.
males, and just see what his profile looks like.
Oh, I've definitely seen his profile. I've definitely had people send me his profile.
Oh, like screenshots. Look,
Absolutely.
Look who I saw.
And
Oh,
those are
yeah.
exactly why I don't have a Tinder profile
Yeah.
public, because that scares me, dude. Because it's like either you don't put a lot into it and then you just look like you don't give a shit, or you put too much into it and then you look
Yeah.
like a fucking pussy.
Dude,
Yeah.
when I had Tinder, I built the profile if one of my friends saw it. I didn't build it for the girls.
Yeah.
Like you obviously have to post pictures of yourself on there, but if there's one that's kind of a gay selfie, I wouldn't put it on there because I knew if Sam saw it or something, that would haunt me. So you have to pick the perfect amount of gay to where, the girl still will be attracted to the profile, but not too gay to where if a friend sees it,
To where if
that
it gets
it's-
sent into the group chat,
Yeah.
you're not.
You're gonna
you
get
don't want
flamed.
to
Yeah.
fucking kill
Damn,
yourself.
there's a lot of
Exactly.
math behind
it has
that.
to be a perfect 50-50 of gay and not gay.
I will say TCAV walked me through setting up a Tinder profile a couple years ago. Like he helped me build it, get some pictures in, and he had some really good pointers. I see why he has a girlfriend. The man's got the riz.
Wasn't off Tinder, but
That's even better, dude. Old
Yeah.
school.
And you never
baby.
helped me out back in the day?
Beans,
Yeah.
means you didn't need any help in the day.
your lady that you're with right now,
Yeah.
is this a Tinderella?
No, this is a country fest.
Really?
Yeah.
Country gal?
Yeah, Woodbury, yeah.
Woodbury country girl.
Yeah, she's a freshman actually.
In college. Fuck.
Thanks for clarifying.
God. Yeah, don't be saying
Well,
stupid
either
shit.
way is fine. We're in a small town.
It's actually his cousin.
From Woodbury.
You guys are so fucked up.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. We got to get the hillbilly going a little more in our territory. We don't.
Bro, you
cousin
you
fucking
already
land.
have to ask, Dad, am I related to this person?
See, I don't
You
have that
really
problem
do.
because I'm the first generation in Pine.
Oh.
But I do have friends where the amount I've actually been in the car with one of my friends and their mom was in there and we were talking about how a girl from school was hot and she was
Yeah.
like, you realize that's your cousin, right? To my buddy, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck. Dude, that's even surrounding towns like Mora. The Fix family is huge. There's a whole Mora side to the Fix family. I gotta be careful back in the day wherever I talked.
That
You're
is
having kids
the
with
tough
6
part
toes.
about a small town is you're either fucking your cousins or your buddy's exes, and there's really not a lot in between.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or your buddy's mom.
That's true.
Not a lot to choose from.
The prize pool getting real low. Siblings are off limits.
Words
though.
of wisdom. That's
So
a
are
new
we
one
tr-
for the wall of shame. I feel it.
Yeah, you're either
That'd be a good
fucking
one.
your buddy's exes or your cousins.
It's a good
Well, fuck,
quote.
we might as well go out on that point. I mean, I don't
I
see
agree.
this going anywhere else. I'm
Willie.
sick of looking at Willie.
Yeah, and hey, you know what? At least I said over 18 fucking words. I'm proud of myself. Feels good to be back.
The man's back, dude.
Yeah, just fucking back.
All right.
Dude, I just need a couple more M things in me, I think. And I'll be
Oh
yeah.
It feels good.
Dude,
Gotta
I've
go
been-
watch the kid, put him to bed with
Dude,
a few
he's gonna
beers.
fucking crash. I'm gonna go play some Minecraft.
TCAP, thanks for coming.
Fuck
Willie,
yeah.
thanks for coming. Sam, thanks for always being here.
I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, boys.
He ain't
Later.
got no fucking busy shit to do.